Well, good morning. Today, Carmelita and I are in Idaho's Pioneer Mountains. We're camped near Lake Creek in Copper Basin. On today's adventure, we're going to take the Lake Creek Trail up to the 5 high mountain lakes that are accessible via ATV. Round Lake, Big Lake, Rough Lake, Long Lake, and Golden Lake. We sure hope you enjoy this adventure with us. As you can see by the sign, this trail is open to vehicles 50 inches and smaller. So like our RZR trail model, ATVs, motorcycles, and of course horses and foot traffic, as well as mountain bikes. Lake Creek Trail goes to Big Lake, Golden Lake, Round Lake, Long Lake, and Rough Lake. They all look like they're almost 6 miles from here, but we'll end up traveling quite a bit further as we try to see all 5 lakes on this ride. Well, we're about 4 miles in and we've reached the point in the trail where it does a Lollipop loop. If we went to the right here, we'd go to Big Lake in 2 miles or Golden Lake in 2.5 miles. We're going to go straight and start with Round Lake and then Long Lake and then Rough Lake. More than halfway there, Carmelita. How's the ride?
Rough. Rough.
got to the point where the trail is starting to climb, pretty tight switchbacks, fairly rocky. We're all clear behind us.
Okay, thank you.
Two more coming, okay.
Close to, yeah.
We're getting to the rough section of the trail. Well, we've made it up through the switchbacks. Some of the turns were a little tight. We had to back up a couple times to make the turn. Come to a split in the trail. The little spur goes out to Round Lake. That's where we're going to go, and then we'll come back here, and looks like Long Lake will be next. It's only a quarter-mile away. Then Rough Lake, then Big Lake, then Golden Lake. Well, we took the spur road and had a look at Round Lake. Now we're back at the main trail. It says Long Lake is 1/4 mile. That's where we're going next. Well, that was a short 1/4 mile ride from the Round Lake Spur over here to Long Lake. We're going to put the drone up in the air and have a look at it. Well, Carmelita and I have taken a look at Long Lake. We had a quick picnic here at the campsite picnic table, and now we're off to Rough Lake, our next stop. We've just reached another spur. This one goes to Rough Lake. It says it's a 1/4 mile to the lake. We're going to go check it out. Looks like the trail dead ends right there, so it's going to be a short walk to the lake. All right, walking over to Rough Lake. This is where the trail, ATV trail ends. Looks like we just need to walk up this tiny little ridge and we'll be at the lake. It was a short walk, maybe 150 yards, and you can already see the lake. We're going to put the drone up in the air and make sure everybody has a good chance to see the lake as well as the scenery. Well, Rough Lake is certainly another beautiful lake here in the Pioneers in Copper Basin. We've got two more lakes to see, Big Lake and Golden Lake. We're heading to Big Lake next. Well, we've just arrived at Big Lake. We're going to go around to the other side of it and try to fly the drone. It's getting kind of windy. We'll see how that goes. We had a quick look at Big Lake. I don't want to spend much time here because the winds are really picking up, and we've got one more lake to see, Golden Lake. We'll see you over there. We've just arrived at Golden Lake, the last of the 5 lakes on the Lake Creek Lollipop Loop. We're going to put the drone up in the air and have a look at it. Then Carmelita and I are going to relax and enjoy this place. We just finished taking a look at Golden Lake, another beautiful lake, although quite a bit smaller than the others. We're going to drop back into Big Lake and then go hit the other side of the Lollipop Spur to take us back to camp. We've just got back the spur from Big Lake and Golden Lake. Now we're at the junction where we get back on the Lollipop loop. We're going to take the Lollipop back down to the valley floor and back to camp. We'll see you there. Thanks for joining us on our RZR ride in Idaho's Pioneer Mountains. We took Lake Creek here in Copper Basin up to 5 high mountain lakes, and it really reminded me just how beautiful and great Idaho is. Pretty spectacular that you can ride an ATV into that kind of scenery and enjoy those beautiful lakes. The entire ride was about 16 miles and it took us almost 5 hours. What a good time. We're sure glad you could join us.